Kyrie, what are you seeing with the defense tonight and the last couple of games that's open opportunities for them?
Just getting outmatched physically down in the low block and just being in some positions where we're allowing post guys to get comfortable. And we're doing a lot of switching, so a lot of mismatches are out there, and we're overhelping, and that leads to some teams getting going from the three-point line. So we just got to find a balanced attack on that end, and I just got to do a better job of holding my own down there. And, what a time to go into a shooting dip as well. I just want to climb back out of that. So, we're not putting so much pressure on 7, and, it's just better for our offense. Just instead of starting off the game, going 1 for 6, hopefully these next few games I'll be able to get going in the first quarter, in the first half, and we could just settle down a little bit.
You guys are playing a lot of minutes. How much will adrenaline have to carry you from an energy standpoint?
We're built for this. So this time of the season, we're usually just cleaning up some small things, the little things. But for us, we're cleaning up some big gaps in our offense and defense when we don't play well. But when we do play well, when we're clicking, we look like a totally different ball club. So we just have to find that consistency, and I know we will. I mean, time is not on our side again, but I feel confident in our group that we're able to do what we need to do.
The mismatches, bigs on smalls. When KD was in here, he was talking about a lot of reach-ins, undisciplined reach-ins. I mean, do you think a lot of those were coming from mismatches, or were they coming from guys maybe just being too hyped up because they knew how important the game was?
We're athletes, right? So adrenaline's going to be pumping regardless. You want to control what you can control. There are certain things that the other team is going to do that's going to limit you from getting to where you need to be. And, those mistakes are correctable. But in terms of our mismatches, like I said, I take full accountability, just holding my own down in that post and just doing a better job of sending, my guy to help or just play without fouling. And as you can see, the free throw discrepancy, to our 19, they had 49 free throw attempts at least. And when you're taking the ball out underneath the rim and they get to set their defense, cut that in half, and those possessions matter. So we're trying to get back in the game. Those mismatches that they take advantage of, they get to the free throw line, and then we're taking the ball out again, and it's just going against a set defense. So the more we can play without fouling and show our hands and not leave it into the refs' hands, I feel like the better off we are.
And for you personally, you've obviously been asked to play a lot of minutes, score a lot of points. Also tonight, you're down 3 guards. Do you think the shooting that you referenced is partly due to just having to get used to playing every single game as opposed to, playing essentially half the games?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I won't rule it out, but I'm not here to make any excuses for why it's not going well for me on the offensive end. I think what I can control is just really my effort on the defensive end and being there for my teammates and really commanding our ball club. I'm an extension of Steve out there. And I know once we consistently get on the same page and the guys start following our lead, not saying that guys aren't following our lead, but, game to game when we're playing these high, intense basketball games, every possession matters. So, we can't hold our heads down. We don't have time to, keep coming to the bench and going over, like, let's stay motivated and stuff like that. Now, at this point, it just feels like the playoffs are right around the corner. And when we come into the game, we just have to be ready to play. So, I think we just control what we can control, and we go from there, brother.
Kyrie, you mentioned your tough start. I mean, outside of you and Kevin, that was tough for a lot of guys to get it going offensively tonight. I mean, was there anything they did defensively to kind of take you guys out of rhythm, or were the shots there and they just weren't falling?
As you're going to see moving forward, a lot of teams are just going to sell out on their defensive principles, meaning they're just going to leave their guy blindly. And, in order for us to be great, we just got to make the right pass. Kay makes the right pass. I make the right passes, and just got to knock them down. There were a few times within the game, I think we had it within 3 or 4, or 6, and we never felt like we were out of it. But when we're trying to put so much pressure on ourselves and make baskets down the stretch, and then we're not getting stops on that end, quite an imbalance there. So I know that we'll be better moving forward. I mean, we have to be. And it just starts with me and just getting where I need to get on the floor and just staying aggressive. And that doesn't mean just looking for my shot, but just knowing that I'm going to be playing these quality minutes and I got to do, better things with my possessions.
Kyrie, following up on that,
injuries are the injuries. Obviously, every loss hurts, but to look down the box score and see Kevin's got 55.
It didn't even feel like he had 55 tonight. You know what I mean? Just the way we feel about the game afterwards. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
But how frustrating is that, not only for you, but the rest of the group, to know that he put in that kind of performance and that lift wasn't there?
Yeah, we just have to ease his burden on the offensive end. I mean, he's going to be Kevin Durant. We know who he is. We know what he's capable of. But we have to be there to support him, and we have to be there ready to play just as much as he is, and not allow frustration to seep in at all. We just have to play free and understand that, yeah, the pressure is there for us to perform on this big stage and win basketball games, but we just have to be who we are, and that's, not overthinking, not overanalyzing, and just going out there and being who we are.